Hello, welcome to Red Chair Live. I'm your host Dominic Vicencio,
and I'm Joseph Gillett. And today we are joined by a print media level 2 student and 2 music students.
So Tom, our print media student. So what types of things do you write in the course for your print media?
Well, we have a college magazine.
What's it called?
Well, you'd probably know it as Banter. But they renamed it to the Print Magazine. It's basically a process where year ones and year twos work collaboratively to put articles together, and certain roles are created within those year groups. Like the second years you have like an editor and that sort of thing. So it's sort of near professional.
So like kind of all types of roles introduced, like very very team based.
Yeah. This is Wednesday stuff. Like, I'd say that in the first year it's very learning about. I'm trying to think. This year we've been doing a lot of like business orientated stuff, learning about how businesses work and that.
Yeah.
We're not seeing relevant to print so much, but I guess.
Would you consider it like the course like spanning out to different areas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine yours does as well.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Are there any articles you've enjoyed writing specifically?
Well, I've done some articles on photography and having Asperger's. You get that. So
that's quite personal to you then.
Yeah. You get that sort of open space to just write what you want. I'd say.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Obviously, you're learning how to format things properly.
Yeah.
And in a very formulaic way, but other than that, given freedom to do what you like.
That's quite good.
Yeah.
Do you think that the course is helping you get into journalism, the business itself?
Yes.
And how so?
I guess by learning about the different roles and stuff, it's given me a gist of what it's going to be like. I've learned quite a lot about photography. I've learned that photography is what I want to do. And it's good. It's given me that path to enter onto.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Have you made any contacts during your time in the course? Like, as like we said before, like branching out?
I haven't actually, no.
Okay. Would you recommend the course to others?
Yes, I would.
Definitely. Okay. Why would you recommend it?
I think it's good to learn about. The course isn't just journalism. Because it's photography as well. Photography now is a very popular medium. It's something that anyone can get into, and that in itself would, is a good thing for people to, that's the track of thought.
So do you like to stay true to like your original? Do you create your own kind of medium, or do you like steer more towards like more influential other people? That's good.
Well, you talked about originality in your print media course and expressing yourself, but in music, do you get to express yourselves with the music you write?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have the opportunity to write our own songs, and one of the units we're on now is a composition unit, where you have to write in certain genres, but you can express yourself in those genres as well.
Are there any particular songs you guys have enjoyed writing?
I've releasing an EP on the 28th, and so I had fun writing a couple of songs for that.
So, whilst we're on the topic of that, do you care to talk us through it?
Yeah, so it's got 2 tracks on, one called Peace and Clarity, and the other one's called Move Along. And the EP itself is called Peace and Clarity. I designed the artwork for it. And then we've got a launch party for it at Portland Arms on Thursday.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Would you say that through this course you've been able to, like we said for Tom, branch into the industry, the music industry?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. If I wasn't on the course, I probably wouldn't have got the opportunity to record the EP.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So do you guys have any plans for the future? Tom, you as well?
I'm going to university in a couple of months' time, Middlesex University.
Okay, cool.
And I feel this course has given me the pathway to know what I want to do. And I'm doing photography at Middlesex University because I learned that that's what I wanted to do from this course.
Oh, cool.
Basically.
Izzy, Emma?
I'm not going down the university pathway. No, it's not for me. Carry on gigging, doing my music alongside having a full-time job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Emma?
Gonna go off to university.
Izzy, sorry.
Fine. I'm gonna go off to uni and do music therapy.
Well, that's great. With all the friends you've made for this course, your courses, would you want to work with them further in the future, Tom?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
With all the people you've met in the course, in print, do you want to work with them further after college? Like create your own magazine, write articles with them?
If the opportunity ever came, I'd definitely take it because the people that I work with are very hard working.
And Izzy?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, me and Emma, we gig outside of college together anyway as a little duo, so I'll definitely carry on doing that.
Finally, Emma?
Yeah, I'm saying like Toby, who helped me do all the recording, I'll probably do some more with him.
So we've got back to career paths. Anything in the future you considered?
I mean, at the moment, I'm still.
Well, we're going to have to cut you off there. Well, thank you for coming on, Izzy and Emma. For being on the show. But it's not the last time we're going to see you guys, as you'll be performing later of your own rendition of Toxic and on Britney Spears. Right, okay. Sorry, I'm a bit wrong.
Bit of an issue with the producer.
Sorry.
Pretty good. So going back to future plans, Izzy and Emma, do you have any songs you're writing currently? Do you have any, apart from your gig coming up shortly, is there anything else happening?
We both actually have a gig on this Saturday, in Kings Lynn, a little pub gig there, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We see kind of different genres of music being played at the
we sing two different styles. So.
What are the styles?
I'm more of a folk, aren't I?
The more of like kind of pop rocky covers.
Okay, cool. Tom, what about you with music? Are you into music
Yes,
much?
I love music.
Yeah? Well, what kind of genre specifically?
A lot of people seem to say this and give bad answers, but I listen to everything.
Oh, really? You're a bit
I
like me on that one then.
I listen to grime.
Yeah, grime.
What kind of artists?
It's hard to say. I listen to really obscure grime from like 2004.
Oh, really?
I like Dizzy Rascal, early Dizzy Rascal,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So you're into the current stuff like JME, Stormzy?
I like them. I like JME a lot. I think JME's really interesting. But I like Stormzy. I like him as a person. But it's just I feel it's sort of a copycat in the old style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Do you guys like grime?
It's alright. I wouldn't say it's my main genre.
No, it's not for everyone.
So, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Well, again, as I've been told, have you made any contacts during your time at this college? And if so, do you want to make more along the way?
You mean like professional contact?
Professional contacts, yes.
I mean, I think I wouldn't say I haven't met any outside of the college, but I feel that the tutors have worked within the professional area. Pam is in charge of journalism, and obviously she's a BBC radio. I was going to say DJ. He could say DJ. And it's good that you work with people like that because they obviously know the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like we said before I rudely interrupted, I had a bit of a meltdown. Well, thank you guys for coming on. But we'll see you later performing your own rendition of the Toxic Britney Spears. But here's a BT of some music videos that have been created by our year ones in film and television. See you in a bit. Bye.
See ya.
Hold your head in deep devotion. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that minute go. Only shooting stars break the mold. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way. Driving at 19 hours, country late, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real, we watch the sunset.
If you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know?
Oh, well, that was very good. So now we're joined by Harry Lewis and Chelsea. You are two film and TV level 3 students, currently in your year 1. So just tell us a little bit about your course and how it's going so far.
Well, so far we've just, we've got into it quite slow and steady. We didn't really get into much work until later on. But our first project was documentaries, in which we could all choose our own style of documentary. Some of us went for technology, others went for crimes, and others went for their own bands in a way. But me, I went for technology, which is really good. And then, from there we just learned other skills, and we got together and done some little projects. But other than that, we are now on to our finished our music videos, which is really good.
Oh, cool.
So we saw your music video with the one in the parking lot, right? Was there any special meaning behind this music video?
We wanted to make it look dark and open to suggestion. I didn't really want to give anything away, but it was really good how we had the car park to ourselves during that night. There was no one there. We did record quite late, obviously, to get the nighttime effect. But I think there was no meaning, but I think we tried to at least get some bit of this guy wanted a girl in a way, but it was only slightly hinted by her picture just being on his phone, and no one knows the backstory, no one knows nothing, and we're just hoping that people just fantasize and think, okay, what is happening right now when they view it.
Oh, cool.
Were there any problems that you came across in production, and if so, how did you overcome them? Or how did you overcome them?
Well, it's quite funny. When we were filming in the car park, I had some trouble kind of parking, so I scraped a little bit of paint. But no, don't worry. Nothing really bad came of it. It was just a little bit of paint, nothing really bad. But other than that, I think the camera was a bit shaky at some points. We didn't really have much of a steady cam for that, but if we could have used it, it would have been so much better. And we got a lot of locations set, and it went really well.
Cool. So Chelsea, can you tell us a bit about your music video that you worked on?
Well, I worked with 4 others in our group. Originally, we had no idea what song we wanted to do, so we put a couple in the hat and got All Star by Smash Mouth. We tried to make ours a bit humour. Tried to make it funny to watch. So our main star was dancing around. He was dabbing, all things like that.
So did you come across any faults whilst you were filming, and did you resolve them?
We found, because of our locations, one of our locations was the studio, which limited our camera angles because of the backgrounds in it, and also a hallway, but somehow we'd managed to coincide the time we were filming with a classroom being moved for about half an hour down the hallway.
And it was quite funny. I actually filmed a little bit with them that time, especially in the studio we had, and I recorded little bits of scenes of him dancing around. We had to record the same song 3 times in a row, but with different angles to just make it completely different.
Different types of
Quite
takes,
funny.
basically. That's cool. So would you say the video was fun to make?
Well, yeah, I must admit it was funny seeing him dance around 3 times in a row, especially, but the problem was he couldn't get the lyrics properly. So I had to keep showing him the lyrics every so often, and so it could get stuck in his mind, so he could just keep singing it without having to lip sync it. Without having to look down at a piece of paper or look over to me for what the words. So I think it went really well. Other than that.
So did you guys get along with your crew? Did you have any fallouts or?
Well, there was some little problems, you know. We were just like half and half. We were just waiting on people, and sometimes we couldn't find the people. We were just a bit separated at some points. But I was glad my editor took over a little bit while I was gone. Even though my directing role was shady throughout the filming method, I think it went really well, and I'm glad he stepped in to do his job. Not do his job, but do my job in a way, because I knew I was unavailable for certain reasons. But it was really good to see it come together, and I'm really proud of the music video. There was nothing really wrong with it, and yeah, I'm glad everybody involved got involved, and I'm happy they were there.
Oh, cool. Chelsea, you? Do you have any fallouts?
We didn't have any fallouts as such, but everyone else in our group was usually there, apart from our main actor. Well, our only actor really. He was, for the first week or 2 of filming, he was a no-show, so we had to delay it.
I had to cut you off there, but thank you guys for joining us so much.
Thank you very much.
Tom, Harry and Chelsea. Hopefully you get on well. But to close off the show today, we're going to have the former musician that will here play us out. And here is Toxic by Britney Spears.
Goodbye.
My favourite song.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. Dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. I need a hit, baby, give me it. Dangerous, I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. It's in the air and it's all around. Can you feel me now? The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. 'Cause you're toxic, I'm slipping under with a taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you all that you could sip from my devil's cup, and slowly it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. It's in the air and it's all around. Can you feel me now? The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. 'Cause you're toxic, I'm slipping under with it. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. 'Cause you're toxic, I'm slipping under with the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Oh, I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? Hello and welcome to Red Chair Live. I'm Anya Puhalska.
And I'm Lucy Worlingham.
So the theme of today's show is music videos and the 30-hour challenge that took place in March. So let's take a quick preview of the show.
And we have with us today, we have Scott Roberts and Rhiannon Big. So Rhi, your music video, Bust Your Windows, can you tell us what it's about?
Well, it's basically about a girl who sort of is in a relationship with someone who's abusive and cheats on her, and basically she sort of deals with that in her own way by deciding to sort of fight back against him.
It looks like a really complicated relationship. I mean, does it involve any violence?
Yeah, there is a bit of violence at the beginning, which it was quite hard to film because obviously we had to sort of replace. We did like a POV type of shot.
Yeah.
And we replaced our character Beth with a camera. So Adam was holding the camera and sort of shaking it to make it look as if he was strangling her. And
we have a preview here of your music video.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah.
The windows out your car. You know I did it 'cause I left in my mind. Wrote my initials with the crowbar. And then I drove up into the dark. I bust the windows out your car. You should be lucky that that's all I did.
Well done, it looks really good. I love the shot types. I mean, did you have any problems that occurred during the filming?
Well, there was actually only two of us that made that.
Okay.
So it was quite hard to film in terms of roles.
It's a lot of roles to divide between each other.
Because obviously Beth, who I worked with, was in the show, so, in the actual music video, so it just ended up being a lot of me working on the outside. And
any new skills you learned during the project?
Definitely editing wise, because I think I edited that in about 4 hours because we took like so long to actually film it.
Right.
And yeah, obviously I think there was a few contacts we actually made making it.
Yeah.
Because we actually needed to borrow cars and that from
handsful.
people. So yeah.
Any reason why you chose Bust Your Windows? It's not a very popular.
Yeah, it's quite unusual.
It was something that the girl I worked with, Beth, she actually sort of liked the song and she said she related it to it in some way.
Okay, it meant a lot to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we decided to choose it as something to do for our music video, and I sort of agreed with it and went with it.
When you were, Beth was in the music video when she was smashing the car, how did you film that?
It was actually sort of cuts before she actually smashed the car.
Okay.
Or like we got a key which she sort of drags along the side of the car, but she sort of places
I have to cut you off here.
Yeah.
Have a preview of Scott's music video, Logic, We Get High.
Crazy blue, like St. Elmo's fire, love so sharp and fly that it's hard to know just where you're at. we get high.
From the back to the front door, dealers on the south side selling on their front door. Little bit of weed, little bit of crack, whatever you need while I'm selling out shows in the ice cold. Shout out to the homies in the front row with the blunt roll that waited for hours in the snow just to see me flow. So you know I gotta stay after the show, cause it's Chi-Town show love, I'ma show love. Outside, no gloves in the wintertime, cause I'm hungry like dinner time.
Congratulations on that. It's really good. Why get high? What's the meaning behind that?
So like the meaning of the song itself, like there is connotations to, of course, like drugs, you know, getting high. But the main like line in the song that he says is, "I get high by the notes, you get high by the gram." So implying that you know, other people would prefer to, you know, indulge in taking drugs to have enjoyment, whereas he will enjoy just his music and you know, other music in general. But we decided to take
How many takes did it take you to?
So
get the
it's
final thing.
95, or yeah, around 95% a one take. So literally all one continuous take. That took 3 attempts.
Do you think that's harder than doing different takes? Different or just one?
Camera work wise, 100%. It's harder to keep that a steady shot without, because we didn't use a dolly, we didn't use a steady cam. We literally, our cameraman, who, props to him, like just held a tripod with a camera on the whole distance of a street, which is impressive. But it's a pretty steady shot. And you almost walked in something. But
did you learn anything from the project? Any new skills?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely improved on my editing.
Let's move into your 30-hour challenge and let's see your film.
Someone's gone missing. Can't explain it, but we can show you. John!
I swear I saw something. What's wrong?
Well done, that's really good. The big question, why pandas?
Right. So that is the most last minute thing, even though you, on the day, because it's a challenge, we get given like a prop, a line, so things we can't account for, even in contingency sort of plans. We just have to work with what we get given. But the panda was literally the last minute thing of just, we need a costume for our villain, as we were trying to order, because there's themes in the thing itself of anime from Japan, and we're trying to get sort of a Japanese sort of schoolgirl outfit, so that not only is it funny seeing a guy in a schoolgirl outfit, it also just has like, it's not scary. So that's why we took a more horror route with it, because of course we couldn't do the humour side of it. We had to just deal with what we had. So just I found a panda.
Why is the panda a joke? Like,
well, it's not so much a joke. It's just, it was going to be a joke if we could get our costume, but we couldn't. So I was just like, hey, I have a panda onesie. Let's just make a panda just kill things.
Spontaneous.
The trailer seems very intense. What kind of genre is that?
So it starts off as a mockumentary, but most of the film is a sort of neo-noir horror. So
okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. What about props? I heard you were given a prop and a line.
Yeah, we got given a sort of shoe cleaning box, and that's used, as you see in the trailer, to kill someone with. And yeah, I think the line was just something really vague, like the men in yellow coats put in adverts in our dreams, which we used pretty creatively at the end.
Yeah.
We just use it at the end when a guy's getting checked out because they thought he might have gone insane from whatever he was claiming to see.
It was definitely quite hard to put into the actual show, so we had to kind of sit down and actually think about it before we did it.
Oh, that's really cool.
Did we technical issues? Because that was quite important.
We had no technical issues, editing, filming, anything like that. But when uploading, the one thing that no one ever worries about, it all errored and went wrong, and we couldn't get the video up onto YouTube. So it's still waiting to go up. We just need to. We're gonna add a few finishing touches, and then it's gonna go up, and hopefully everyone will enjoy it.
That's brilliant. Anyway, we have a new theme coming up now, which is the Rising Games. And Scott, will carry on talking to us about his collaboration with the Rising Games. And we also have a new guest coming up, Adam Bailey, who will be talking about his single camera drama. And Scott's FMP, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So yeah, let's look at that.
So that was just a quick preview of the Rising Games new product. Scott, what made you collaborate with the Rising Games? Are you interested in games?
So yeah, I'm myself a gamer, and I've got a friend who does the course. And I basically had an idea for my last film, my final major project, where I wanted to basically have a game being played and sort of have the game come to life in a way. So instead of, you know, how you would see sort of, I don't know, like on YouTube where people are playing games and you just see them and the footage, I wanted to show the people and then the people who are playing the game as the characters they're playing in the game. So I basically just asked my friend who does games development, like, hey, do you want some like free advertisement for your company? Do you want to, you know, come and collaborate with me and make a small little game for my film? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not?
So I heard you're working with them for your final major project this year. So
Yeah.
what's the narrative on that?
So it's not fully decided yet, but the main idea of it is there's going to be some form of conflict, and instead of fighting, you know, hand to hand like fists, like beating each other up, they decide
And that's
to fight in a
animation.
game.
That's animation.
No, this is all going to be live action.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. So how are they collaborating with you in your project?
So my friend is basically going to make sort of a very basic game where all it has is a top-down map, and the characters will move around. And so it doesn't sound very interesting, but I would have added more if there was more time. But as well, it's more, most of the interesting stuff you'd see is like particle effects, like projectile stuff like that. I want to have in my film. I don't want it all to just be in the game.
You're going to be starting that soon then, the project?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. You, I mean, there's paperwork as well to do, so are you going to do it on your own, or are you going to do it with them as well?
No, I have an actual group of people from my course that I'm making the film with, who I'm confident in, and I think that unless some other issues arise, I think this film will be probably my best film that I've ever made on this course, or just in general.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you think this will be your best piece of work? Is it because you've had a lot of experience?
Yeah, so I've had a lot more experience since I came. Like probably one of my best films so far is my music video, which I did in year one. And since then, I've had tons more time to practice editing, tons more time working out camera work, and I've also directed more since then as well.
That
so
gives
I think
you the
everyone's
huge
just,
potential too.
Yeah, and it's significantly more ambitious than anything that I don't want to say anyone's ever done, because I know that Adam's single camera drama was pretty ambitious, but yeah, it's definitely very ambitious for me.
Adam, let's talk about your single camera drama.
Yes.
What's the name of it again? Because I can't
Hypnagogia.
pronounce that.
Hypnagogia.
Hypnagogia, was it?
Hypnagogia, yeah, that's the full name of the single camera drama.
So what's the meaning behind that?
The meaning behind hypnagogia as a word, it's defined as the state that you're in as you're waking up. You're not fully aware of your surroundings. You're kind of in a limbo between dream and reality, and that's what I wanted to base the entire film about.
Oh, okay, wow. Was it just you on your own? Were you doing it in a group?
Oh, we did it in a massive group. I had Connor Woolocks, Nicola Cavalier, Annie Shearman, Ben Turner. I had loads of people.
Let's see it now.
Let's have a trick.
Anyway, swiftly moving on to this, not going to shock you or anything, but just so you know, I may have planted a P4 high-yield explosive within your local education complex. Nothing major, but if detonated, this bomb that I may or may not apply it will destroy pretty much everything in every part of the northern hallway of Rockland dust. I however, in my infinite generosity, want to leave hands flying and dismantle this bomb, on the condition that you follow my exact orders. It's also meant to be away from you. Let's get to work.
Wow. Congratulations on that. It looks really good. I'm really excited to see that. Do you would ever attempt to make a feature film based off hypnagogia?
I would love to. Actually, for my final major project, that's what I wanted to do initially, but the project was just too ambitious for its own good. It would have required so much more time, effort and money that I would have never been able to do it by the end of the year. It would have required maybe its own year altogether.
It seems very complicated, so that's understandable.
The storyline takes ages to film.
Apparently you had a problem with one of your props.
Yes.
Could you explain that?
One of the props that was going to be used in the film was a small prop firearm, which I painted black out of my own money. And when I brought it in and showcased it to security to ensure that they were okay with it, fair to say they were very, very not okay with it. The prop was confiscated, and it took us a long time.
Terrible.
It took us a long time to get it back, but I did eventually get it back into my own hands safely, and no one got in trouble. But we were given a fairly long talk, and it was quite daunting to say the least.
Wow.
What about the scene where it's in the dark room and you're by yourself? How did you manage to film that on your own?
I simply used a small space surrounded by black curtains, and we did some very clever colour correction where we made the dark colours darker, and it made it seem like I was standing in a vast black void. And that's kind of what we wanted to go with.
Seems exciting.
Yeah, it sounds all right on paper, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any inspiration for that?
Oh, man, I had loads of inspirations for this.
How long did it take you to plan the idea?
It took us about 2 months of planning to get the script actually finalised. We went through about 3 different variations before we settled with a final version edited by Connor Woolocks, who was my camera operator. He knew what needed to be changed to make this thing good.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So do you think it went well then?
I absolutely think it went well. Like I said, it's probably one of my better films.
Well, congratulations on that. Unfortunately, we hope you've enjoyed the show and the Red Chair Live, and we'll be joining you back at 3 o'clock with some media students. Bye.
Bye. That was good.
Hello there. Welcome to Red Chair Live. I'm Nick Carstairs.
And I'm Rhiannon Big. Today we'll be speaking to Nathan Jackson and Dominic Else, both from film and TV, though Nathan Jackson's from Year 1 and Dom's from Year 2.
Thanks for joining us, guys. First, before we begin, we're going to have a quick look at Nathan's music video he's been working on. Here's a little taster.
Drive around in the cars. Am I crazy? Cause the voice is talking in my head, they're saying, yes you are. Are we heroes or are we trying to make our own lives more appealing? Think I'm special?
So that was Nathan's music video from God Hates Astronauts. The song was Hanging from the Ceiling. Tell us about the influence there, Nathan. How did it come about?
Well, basically, with the music video, we'd been given the project to make a music video, and I put my band's material forward because I thought it'd be really good to use the members and like the band performing. So, yeah.
And how was production on that? Was it smooth sailing? Did you already have the material beforehand, or?
Pretty much. It was like, well, a lot of it we improvised on the day.
Right.
And in terms of props, like we just got things from.
Was
like
that the music video itself?
Yeah.
You had to improvise, right? Okay.
And we didn't. I mean, we had a kind of a rough shot list of things that we wanted to get, and we did get, but then there'd be other things that you'd like come up with on the day, which we thought would be cool to film.
I see.
So we did that.
And the song was written beforehand.
Yeah, the song was had been for about a year.
Okay.
And that was like our go-to song for everyone.
Were there any like problems that you had during the filming that you sort of had to change last minute, or?
There wasn't anything that like made us change it, but that there was. I mean, there's going to be things are going to break that shouldn't.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of cover that. The drummer bust a light, like the main light for the thing.
Oh right.
But we used it, so I guess it worked out okay.
Did it have a good effect in the music video?
Yeah, because we synced it up with the music and the beat.
That's good.
So and you can just see me like running away.
And are you happy with the final product? And was the rest of the band happy? Did it Did it seem to go?
Yeah.
Did it seem to come together well?
Yeah, I know the band's happy.
And would you work with any of those people in the future again? How was it cooperating with them?
No, well, the band are just like I'm with them most of the time anyway. But the director, the other director, Adam, and then you had like the rest of the team and Cameron, and they were great to work with as well.
That's good. That's good.
So it was a real unit.
And do you think that helped with how smooth production was? Do you think that was a big help?
Definitely, because we'd share like tasks, and then go to each other and just say, "Hey, I've done this. What's next?"
Okay.
So we had a pretty good routine going.
What are you planning to do like after college? Have you got any sort of?
I'm gonna kind of focus a bit more on like the music, obviously.
Yeah.
And really look at getting gigs through, well, not through, but like other places, like branching out. Yeah.
And do you think the course helped you gain skills necessary for looking for a future in the music industry, despite being a film course?
Yeah, that's like one of the reasons why it really interests me to use it as like a form of promotion for the band. But no, I've learnt a lot and it's been great to go through.
That's good. You've enjoyed it then? That's
yeah,
good.
It's been sick.
Yeah.
Very good. So there you have it. It's a sick course.
Are you gonna like? Are you sort of merging music into sort of doing this film course?
Yeah. Well, I did music for 2 years before.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought I'd join in for a third year and get another qualification out of it, and like going through it, it's been
That's
great.
good.
Oh.
Well, Dom, you've got your own video as well, and we're going to have a quick look at that before we move on to you. So for the audience at home, here's a look at Dom's video.
Someone's gone missing. Can't explain it, but we can show you. John!
I swear I saw chocolate.
Welcome back, guys. So, Dom, that was quite actually interesting to watch. Tell us a little bit about what it's about.
It's mainly about this guy who falls for this other guy. Character, I can't remember the character's name exactly, but he's played by Carl Roberts, and the villain, who I won't name here, he falls for him. But it's that sort of like he falls for him, but he becomes like really like obsessed, like to the point of he won't let anyone stand in his way between him and his goal. So, so throughout the film we have random people that we've selected through because we completed this for a 30-hour challenge. It was for Red Nose Day, and throughout the day we got different people. We filmed in 3 different times. We filmed at midnight, we filmed in the afternoon, and then in the early hours of the morning to help, because not everyone was available at the same time.
Yeah.
But basically the villain goes around, kills these people who interacts with Carl, mainly because he's jealous that they'll steal his attention away from him. That's pretty much the gist of the plot.
What was your role during the whole production?
I was the cameraman for some of it, and then I was also just helping keep everywhere secure so people didn't like barge in on filming, stuff like that. I'm not in the actual film, but yeah, that was it basically.
And were there any arguments over the 30 hours you were filming? I mean, it's quite a hefty shift you were working on there, so how did it all go?
No, not really. Luckily the group I was with, we didn't really have any arguments. And people we worked with, obviously, they were very professional about it, so they helped us a lot. But no trouble, no arguments. A couple of technical issues, but that comes as expected when you're going for 30 hours straight. You're just dead by the end of it, really.
And compared to last year's 30-hour challenge, how do you think it was in comparison?
Much better. Much better. The last 30-hour challenge was an art heist. I think with more time planning, it could have turned out better than it did, but for what it was alright. But I much prefer the one that me and the team will create this time. Sorry.
So, what are you planning for the future, like career-wise, anything like that?
I'm still a little bit indecisive on that. I know for a fact it's something to do with the production of filming in general, but I also like to break down a film myself and see how, the structure of the film, how it's made, because I like to look at the intricate details in films, not just, it's a good film to watch, but I like to know how this was made, why they went this specific route to make it, or why did they choose these people? Why is this basically?
And of course, teamwork plays quite a big part in your courses. I don't know if you both find that it's a necessity when you're doing the things you do. Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Without teamwork, everything pretty much falls apart on big projects like these.
It's a big skill to have when you're doing the course then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good to get a wide range of feel. You do a teamwork task and then you do one on your own.
That's good.
And you realise that either if you're better with a team.
That's good. So I suppose it's about meeting new people as well. But of course, talking about teamwork and what have you, we've got a VT from the BFI Institute that our next guest has been working on. So here's a quick look. Well, that was a little sample of a BFI film that one of our guests, Dominic Vicencio, has made. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
And you're joined here by Joseph Gillet, also from Year 2 Film Television. Thanks for joining us, guys.
It's all right.
It's an honour. Thanks for having me. It's not like I'm obliged to do this, but thanks for having me on.
Well, your BFI work looks really amazing. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, it's something, but I had no part in that. We had a bit of luck with this guy called Francis and this other guy called Alex.
Well, where did you hear about the work experience?
Well, you see, it was not a work experience. We heard it from my tutor, Louise, and not all of us, but as in just me. And she was offering, and everyone was like, "Nah, I'm not feeling it," because they're lazy. And I just thought, you know what, this will be an amazing opportunity to make my CV not look that bad. As it is awful. It's just a bunch of voluntary works. Yeah.
Well, that must be a pretty life-changing experience for you then.
No, it wasn't. Not really. At the end of the day, it was just a waste of time. I spent a whole half term just sitting there.
You could have been working as well.
Don't.
Earning that money.
They spelt your name wrong as well, didn't they, in the credits?
Yeah. I don't know who Dominic Vicencio Hitchin
What a
is.
disaster.
Disaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine it? I was sitting there in the art house, waiting for my name to be shown up in bloody great writing, and you know what happens?
What's
They
that?
spell it wrong, and in front of my family as well. It's embarrassing enough.
Did they notice the mistake?
No, they laughed. They laughed at me.
Right. Well, did you get any support then at all? If not from your family?
What do you mean? What's support when it comes to home?
Well, did they motivate you into doing it in the first place? Were they saying, well done, Dom, you're going to be great? Or was it not that kind of thing? Do they want you to carry on with film in the future?
Oh, yeah.
So they think you're
Got a
good
few
then?
projects coming up here and there.
And tell us about those, because there must be something good in your life.
Well, you watched The Thick of It.
I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jesus. I'm planning to do this little coming-of-age story called Rejects. It's based on...
Which you ripped off from me. I'm just putting that out there now.
It's based on other individuals' lives, not myself, about this guy who's just trying to get to this party. And it's fun times.
And so it's interesting that Joe says that. Where was the inspiration behind this idea?
Well, there's no inspiration. If any inspiration came from it, it's this rubbish filmmaking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're better than you say you are.
Has the course helped you with your confidence at all?
No. I'm more miserable than ever.
And
I'm joking. I'm having great times. It's been fun.
Yeah. I mean, you've met me, so...
Yeah, and
We're like Lauren Hardy, you see. So.
All right, which one's Hardy?
Is that
take a guess.
Yeah,
that'll be me.
Right. Well, Joe, you said about it was originally your idea, apparently.
Yeah.
You, of course, do a lot of YouTubing. What made you decide to do that from such a young age? How many subscribers do you have?
Well, you see, Nick, I started when I was age 9 or something, and within that time, I've got about 20 subscribers.
Is that your mum?
Yeah,
Or 20,
so
or
19 technically.
Right.
But I mean, I started when I was 9 or something. It's just me and my mate, just making a few videos. We thought, what, we'll make a Doctor Who film.
It's a good shout.
I mean, we were obsessed with that, So we did that on our VHS camcorder. Turned out pretty decent. That's sarcasm.
Right.
It was horrible.
We got to interrupt you because we're going to take a look at the work you have done on YouTube.
Oh, this is going to be tasty.
So have a look at this little montage.
Enjoy.
Welcome back. So, Joe, what made you want to start at such a young age, sort of making videos like that?
You look very young in that.
Yeah, I was incredibly young.
Even more than you do now.
But you see, I was always into acting, Me and my mate picked up a camera, we were like, let's show off our acting skills. I mean, at the end of the day, we're pretty bad, as you could see. I mean, going to the last clip, Kevin, that's where Dom got his inspiration from. It's a short little series called Kevin. We've only ever made 4 episodes out of like 6 years. So if you do the maths here, it's basic maths, really. But
what are the basic maths?
Don't get me into this, Dominic, I swear. I failed it, right? But that's meant to be a comedy. Didn't really work, but yeah.
I thought it was rather witty.
Thank you.
And the animation, the Lego animation, how did you do that?
Well, as you can see, I was quite obsessed with Legos. Legos are amazing. I just, well, evidently, you just like stick a Lego figure in front of what I was using, a webcam, take a picture every 15 frames, which then creates 1 second of footage. That video was about 3 minutes in length, so that took about a month to make, I believe. A whole month out of my time. But believe it or not, I've got about 50,000 views on that one video. So, I mean, I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah.
What YouTubers inspired you to take up the old profession?
None, really, if I'm honest. Yeah. It was just something, like I said already, me and my mate just picked up a camera, just started like that. I mean, I don't really watch YouTube much. I would just watch theories and all that. Waste of time, really. But, I mean, Pointless Blog, KSI, nah, don't watch them, dead.
And do you think as quick as you can, do you think the course has helped you gain confidence in filmmaking, perhaps, and inspired you to take it up in the future?
Yeah.
Oh.
In a way, I guess.
That was pretty brief.
No, I'm joking, Nick. Yeah, it has, to be fair.
That's pretty good. And has your YouTube been updated in time recently?
No. Not at all. I mean, this course is just taking my life away, really. So
would you recommend it to people?
Surprisingly, yeah, I would. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a good course.
Well, thanks for being here, guys.
It's been
and
amazing having you, and I hope to have you back on the show at some point.
Yeah, and we hope you have a good future because you know you need all the luck. I'm joking, of course. Thanks very much, guys. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
This has been Red Chair Live.
Goodbye.
See you next time.